guys, Lick and Katie here, and we just wanted to update you guys with pretty much everything big that came out of Thursday and Friday at the D23 expo. Unfortunately, we are not there ourselves. I have been writing up articles pretty much all weekend from all the different press releases coming out of it.
And I've been hanging out on Instagram. Lots and lots of Instagram.
Yeah, but we kind of just wanted to hit some of the main things and talk about them a little bit, about what happened, what's going on. Lots of cool and good news, as well as much more to come. So with that, we'll get right into it. Obviously, the first news that actually was released Thursday at the media preview was the Star Wars land model. From what we've seen, what we've heard is it's huge. It's a big, basically 3D rendering of what they expect the land to look like. What do you have? You see the Millennium Falcon, a lot of different ships.
I think the Millennium Falcon is really the only recognizable thing from the movie, because the whole premise of the land is that you're on a new planet, but you just get to see the buildings and the layout of the planet and the walkways and kind of how it ties into the parks now.
But yeah, so I'm excited for that. That's kind of our first big release of that.
Did they say anything about when that's set to open?
2019 still.
Okay.
And originally when they announced it years ago was 2020, and then they did push it up a year.
Nice.
Yeah. So all good things. Excited for that. Next, coming out of the big panel was the Disney Legends that were named this year. There was 10 of them. A lot of focus on Whoopi Goldberg. And
she was the surprise.
Yep. And then including her, we had Carrie Fisher, Stan Lee, who I was surprised kind of wasn't a bigger deal.
I don't know, it seemed like he was pretty well received.
Oh no, I agree that he was well received.
It.
I don't know, I felt like if they were going to highlight someone, I thought he would be a cool one.
I mean, they highlight all of them, it's the point of the awards, so.
Julie Taymor, Gary Marshall, Jack Kirby, Wayne Jackson, Mark Hamill, Manuel Gonzalez, and Clyde Geronimi.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
But yeah, those are the people who were inducted this year. So all cool things out of that. And then probably the biggest panel that we had was the animated movies. Yeah, so far.
Because I don't believe the live movie has...
That's happening today in just a little bit, actually.
Yeah, I know it's happening today, I just don't think it's happened yet. I haven't heard anything out from it.
It shouldn't have, because I would have gotten the press release for that already.
Gotcha.
Anyways, though, in the order of release, I have them. We had Coco, and I believe they performed one of the songs called Remember Me from it. Where are we going?
Coco.
In theaters, November 22nd, 2017.
So it's coming. It's going to be that Thanksgiving weekend movie.
Yep. Olaf's Frozen Adventure, which is a short, right?
In front of Coco, yeah.
Yep. They had the voice of Olaf as well as Kristen Bell there, Just Gad, yeah, right in front of me.
Yep.
And that'll set, as she said, in front of Coco in the same release. And then we finally got details on Incredibles 2, which I was super excited about.
Yes, we have talked how much we love The Incredibles before.
Oh my gosh, yes. That's set to hit theaters June 15th, 2018.
And they talked a little bit about the plot of it, too. It's supposed to pick up where the first movie left off.
So, yeah, it's supposed to be that similar timeline there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that whole Underminer story.
No.
They do say that it's supposed to be a new villain in it.
Do they say who's voicing the villain at all?
I don't see that.
Alright, interesting. Okay.
And
Once
then
we find that out, that'll probably be maybe a little hint of what kind of villain it is,
kind of breaking the internet itself. Ralph breaks the internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2. Probably my biggest one on the list that I am most excited for. The one that caught my attention. There was a short teaser trailer where you see them both going through some sort of tube. What I'm assuming is them getting into the internet.
That's how they go to the internet. Yes.
And then along with that, they had Sarah Silverman out there, and there's supposed to be a spoof with some of the princesses.
There's a scene in the movie, and they were able to get almost like all, I think this is all the living princesses, honestly, back to play themselves in the spoof of them in the movie, which is awesome. Probably my favorite picture I've seen this weekend is the one with all of the Disney princesses together,
yeah.
Including Princess Penelope. So,
and
that's awesome.
Will be November 21st, 2018, so
About
Thanksgiving a year from
Yep.
now. We got news on a new and still untitled Disney film, basically featuring high space travel and aviation. Some people are calling it another, like,
Future
planes.
of aviation. Yeah, but they didn't say it was another planes
Yeah.
movie, so...
I don't know if people assumed or...
No, I'm thinking it's going to be something... The way it is being presented, I feel like it's going to be something new.
Yeah, and really the only image we have off of that is you see the plane, or the spaceship kind of leaving the atmosphere.
So maybe it's that same world of cars and planes, but now it's space vehicles. Spaceships
Could be interesting.
and satellites, and maybe we'll meet alien inanimate objects that have been given life.
All fun things. Toy Story 4, really not much new. Going to be released June 21st, 2019.
But we've heard about that before, that the premise is going to be they're finding Bo Peep. Hasn't that been, like,
I believe that's like...
yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so we kind of know the premise.
But yeah, nothing really new there. Frozen 2, with the title To Be Decided, announced for November 27th, 2019 as well, so 2 years from now.
Everyone's coming back to do their voices.
Yep, all the same people. Really nothing else on that other than it's coming back.
Yep. Sometimes I think they do those movies just so they can take those research trips to Europe.
Yeah, it's probably true. Travel back. Then we also have an untitled Pixar movie by director Dan Scallion, who did Monsters University. Not sure exactly what else he did. But the movie is supposed to involve elves, trolls, and sprites, so kind of that fantasy theme. And it's supposed to hit the points of kind of not knowing who your father was. I believe the premise is they're in this magical world, and these brothers use a spell to go ahead and bring back, like, their father so that they can spend a day with him and get to know who he was, because he died before they met him.
Interesting.
So that kind of wraps up our big panels. A couple other little things. They announced a new animated Spider-Man series. That's supposed to hit Saturday, August 19th.
That's soon.
Yep, I don't know how different it's going to be from the ones that they currently have going on.
Well, apparently it's highly anticipated.
It's what they tell us. Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, which is their animated series, which is what the ride's named after, will be also hitting its 3rd season. So kind of cool. I watched it once or twice. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Not quite the immature humor that the movie brings, obviously. Kind of other cool things coming out of Marvel. In the actual expo, they had costumes from Infinity Wars. That filming recently just wrapped up.
Yeah. Literally, I think it wrapped up like yesterday or the day before,
because
Tom Holland on his Instagram did a live video when it wrapped. So.
And then we also, nothing officially announced, but with posters around D23, we have kind of first looks at Ant-Man and the Wasp. They featured costumes.
Yeah.
I know you're excited about this.
I'm so excited, and they announced some more of the cast. Jimmy Woo is going to be in this one
as some sort of S.H.I.E.L.D. agent.
Yep. So yeah, that'll be exciting. I was looking to see, because I don't know if I've seen all the Infinity War costumes yet, so I was doing a quick search.
I didn't get to look at them.
I know I saw Black Panther costume.
Well, the actor was there doing signings and stuff, because that's after...
They gotta promote that movie since it's coming up soon.
Yeah,
so.
That'll be the spring release.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's kind of all of the bigger news that came out.
What kind of live live action things do you think that they're going to talk about? Because I think they're going to talk more about the new Star Wars movies.
I think we're going to get a new trailer for Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
With that being kind of their big, that's going to, their big blockbuster.
Do you think they're going to talk about the Han Solo spin-off?
They might hit on some
that's
of that.
wrapped. Or no, that hasn't wrapped. It's almost wrapped once they get a new director.
Yeah, craziness going on there.
Fun.
I think the big focus will be the new movie, though.
Yeah, in the series movie. Might get some Marvel news.
I think we'll definitely get Marvel.
They've planned those out so far that they know exactly what they're doing with the stories.
Yeah, we'll probably get timelines of them again, like they've released in past years.
We'll get any new announcements about like new Disney live action, like Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella?
I think so. It's been so quiet with that news.
I know they're trying to get Aladdin done because all that controversy about like them casting, who to cast. They're supposed to be doing a Mulan.
Yeah, Mulan is supposed to be kind of the next one. So we could get news and maybe possibly a release for that if that's not out already.
Yeah. I was going to see. Live action.
But yeah, that's all. Should be happening fairly soon.
So, that's their three big things. Marvel, Star Wars, and then the Disney Studios.
Live actions.
I feel like this is my beef with their live action lately is I feel like they haven't done a lot of original story live actions. And
I agree.
They used to do so many, like the original Parent Trap and Homeward Bound. Like
the ones they've done haven't been necessarily on point.
What's the last original live action that they've done?
The only one I can think of was maybe Tomorrowland.
Okay.
Which, I thought it was a cute movie, but it wasn't great.
Well received.
Into the Woods, which wasn't necessarily
it's not
original,
musical, but there hasn't been a lot of. I don't think there has been a real movie recording of it. So I approve of that one.
Didn't do great. I like it, but
it didn't do great, really.
No, a lot of people found it too long.
It is very long. But, alright. Well, maybe we'll get some more musicals or something like that. I wouldn't mind. I like the Broadway musicals turned into movies. Cause
I think that would be exciting.
I love theater and all that, so I always enjoy them. But
then
I feel like they need to bring back something like that that's not taking one of their animated movies and turning it live. As much as I love most of them, I think they're beautiful and the acting is great. I'm kind of like creating something original.
Yeah, I agree. It could be cool.
It's been many years.
And then, kind of the battle royale of things today, the Parks and Resorts update.
Oh, yeah, the actual update, because we've seen kind of some of the...
So, we'll settle what's rumor, what's true, what some blog just made up to get clicks.
Because we're doing a panel recently, in the past, I think, hour or two, I know, where they were discussing, like, the whole Pirates controversy.
Yeah.
That wasn't the Parks and Resorts panel?
They had a small Parks and Resorts one yesterday.
Okay.
It wasn't like the big theater or anything. It was just kind of a general what's up.
Okay,
but the big one, like, where we're going to hopefully hear, what's going on with Epcot, what's going on with, Marvel.
Okay.
Updates coming.
I was just saying, like, the internet hasn't broken with all that stuff, so
no,
it makes sense. It has. Oh, okay.
It was more of things that they've already told us and kind of confirming for the people.
So I just found the schedule. So we're here on Saturday, and this, time zone changes. So
subtract 3 hours.
3 o'clock. So noon. So it just started. It started 30 minutes ago. So we're gonna start getting updates from that. And that might be what I was thinking of, the Pirates thing they started with. But is this right?
No, wait. We're the other way. So we won't get that one until 6 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's say
So
live action. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
live action should be starting soon. It should be starting really soon. But yeah, and then once all that wraps up, we'll bring you another video of kind of everything that's happening Saturday, all the big news from that.
Yeah, some other things that are coming up on the schedule for today. I just have today's schedule coming up. the video game showcase, which is usually pretty cool.
DuckTales panel.
DuckTales panel, which that I hope I can see some clips from that, because there's some big name stars in that I love, some really
David Tennant.
some great comedians and stuff. Some other, oh god, there's a panel called The History of Disney Postage Stamps.
Alright, that's very specific.
So if you had to choose between that one and the DuckTales panel,
basically, if you can't get in the DuckTales panel, or the Parks and Resorts, or Once Upon a Time, you're looking at stamps.
That is so funny. Alright.
Alright, well I think that about wraps up our video.
Yeah, I was seeing if there's anything else really, really cool coming up. I think those are probably the big ones, so.
Yeah, a couple other things, news about Once Upon a Time could be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they take it, since so many people aren't coming back to the show.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know.
It's still a good show. They think that's probably the right way to do live action Disney stories, is giving it those really big twists. But all right.
Well,
Talk to
that
you
wraps
later.
us up. Thanks, guys.